Don't be alarmed. I know this look is horrifying, but it's the update for the King of Horror Project Pan. Actually, I got sunscreen in my eye. Made myself blind there for a little bit. So if I'm looking a little bit frazzled, that's why. So before we get into this update, I'm going to ask you to please do all of the things, and you know what they are. Okay, so I'm going to be sniffly, my eyes are watery, and having a ring light shining in them is not helping anything. So we're just going to roll with it and hope that this all turns out well. This project was created by Stephanie. Now, she's on Instagram, and she is Foopans, so it's FOO_PANS. And she did this in collaboration with the Fantastic Ladies group on Facebook, so you know I'm going to have that link down below for you. This uses the hashtag HorrorKingPan, and it started on September 6th of this year, which was the date of his latest release. We'll go to September 21st of 2023. My notes say 2003. Now, wouldn't that be interesting? No, 2023, and I have to double check, but I think that's his birthday. I'm not entirely certain. So she did this based only on the 40 full-length novels. None of the other works are in here, none of the Bachman stuff, none of the short stories, none of the sequels, any of that kind of stuff. Sure we are. We are supposed to be doing this rolling style with monthly updates. She didn't give us limits on how much we could bring in or where, and I tend to take projects that I know have a lot of prompts and kind of front load them because things take me a little while. But I've got some good updates here for you. So let's get started. The first thing that I had in was for the first prompt, Carrie, an item that makes you feel like a prom queen. And because I am my sarcastic self, I went with As If I Care by Mac. Now, I put this in for 5 uses. I have gotten 3 of those uses, and it is a lovely my color pink shade. You know I love them bright pinks. So that is staying in the project and knocking other things over. Well, goodness. Okay. The next one I have is for number 6, Firestarter, an item you were pushed to buy by someone else. She didn't push me. Watching her video pushed me over the edge. I watched Deb's video on her friend mail that had some of the Glaminatrix shadows, and I got myself bloomed too. Now, I know when I do this, a lot of times you guys can then see some of the shifts. If I move around a little bit, but we'll get you a good swatch here too. Okay, I can't see anything. I'm blinding myself. I do believe that is all of it. All right, so I have that in for 5 uses. I have gotten 3 on that. Oh, goodness. I got a good swatch there. I remembered to pull out the wipey thing first this time. Aren't you proud of me? Occasionally I remember things. Not too often. Anyway, next is 11 Eyes of the Dragon. So a fantasy eye product. I brought in Looksie's Dragon Slayer eyeshadow. Also for 5 uses. I do have it on my eyes today on the outer part. Hopefully you can tell. And that was my 5th use. So there we go. If I get too close to the ring light, I seem to lose it. So this one is completed and will be rolling out. Then I had 13 It. And that is a shape-shifting product, a duochrome, multichrome, whatnot. And I brought in Looksie's Huff and Puff. And I don't know if you guys get the shift when I do this. This is a really pretty purple, but it looks like UC blue. And I don't know. We'll see what you get. We'll see what you get. Hopefully you can tell as I do my weird contortionist things. Hopefully you're seeing shift in that. So that's at 3 uses. I have 2 more on that one. So that will stay in. Then for 15, we have the Tommy Knockers, an item recently found or rediscovered. While I was doing one of my What's on Deck series, I actually came across my Lipstick Queen lip liner in natural. And unfortunately for me, I couldn't make a new line on my card this time. That's the shade. I'm on a swivel chair. Maybe I'll just start turning every time I do these things. It'll make it easier instead of me trying to move all over. But we did have a jump from the beginning to October, and it's just right below that line. I couldn't make a new one for you this time. And that remains in. Then for 16, the dark half. Alter ego, an item outside of your comfort zone. With that one, I brought in the BK Beauty lip liner, and this is in the shade Alter Ego. And we actually are at 4.2 grams. I broke this. I can't roll it all the way up, but I will get you a swatch. This is a really nice kind of a burgundy red. And it is lovely. It's a mess because I broke it, but it is a lovely shade. It stays on quite well. I do like the angle of the applicator. Yeah, you can see that that's angled. So they go on very nicely. I'm just a klutz and managed to break it, but that's okay. It works just fine. So we went originally from 4.3 grams and we're now at 4.2 grams. Not too bad. Then for 20, it's Insomnia, a red item for the Crimson King. I brought in an old Avon lipstick. This is in Never Ending Merlot. And it's so pretty, you guys. It is a pretty color. And we'll give you a swatch of that. Yeah, we'll start over here now. Why not? We'll put the lipsticks. Oh, that's a big swatch. But that is Never Ending Merlot. And with this, I actually was able to make a very small, but a new line. Of course, I got lipstick on the card. That's what I do. Yeah, what can you say? It's one of those things that I tend to be incredibly good at. Okay, sorry, the computer was being weird again. All right, then we have number 22, the Green Mile, a green item. So with this, I brought in Touch of Glam Single, Green with Envy. And I know that it's pink and green, and I think you're seeing both. I love this shadow. It is so pretty. And that's what it looks like on my hand. You know, it's kind of actually almost blending into the other one. But this one is another one that is completed. I got my 5 out of 5 uses on it. And I do have it on the inner part. If you can tell, I've got a few things on today, as usual. I like my eyeshadows. What can I say? I have 8 million. I might as well put them all on at once. All right. Then, for number 25, The Girl Who Loved Tom Gordon. And this is something brown for the woods. So this is actually just a matte shadow. This is the Sydney Grace shadow in Speedway. And I put this in for 5 uses. And you see that? Okay. Yeah. Emmy's fussing back there. Lucy's in the bedroom sleeping. But that one is also completed. See, I'm getting there. Some of them I have done. All right, then number 26 is Dreamcatcher. This is an item from the past, an old item in my collection. That is this really old lip liner from MAC in Rosebound. And I actually have cracked the cap on it. It is so old, it is cracked. But it is a fantastic color. It is a great lip liner. It goes on almost not balmy, but super glossy. I mean, it's just stunning. I absolutely love it. I am wearing it today, but I am wearing a couple of things, so you probably can't tell. It's a little bit on the light side. There, maybe if I do that, you can see. And it's not nearly as orangey as it would appear from the cap on it. I really, really like it, and I don't know that they make these anymore. This one is a lip gloss pencil, but I was able to make a nice new line on the card. I didn't try and highlight it this time because that turned out so badly last time, but at least it looks like I'm getting pretty consistent usage on that one. It's in to finish. We'll see if I can get there. We're hoping. I do enjoy it. All right, number 29 is The Cell. And that's an item from a category taking over your collection. Single eyeshadows. So this one is by Lily Posh. This is a Nemesis. And I don't think well, maybe you get a flip. I don't know. To me, it's purple. I don't know what you guys see. But it is a lovely, well, it's a pinkish purple. Okay, I'm seeing looks like it's a blue, which it's not exactly a blue. It is definitely more of a lilac-y purple, in my opinion. Got this in for 5 uses. I have gotten 2, so that will remain in. Okay, then I had number 35, Mr. Mercedes. For that, it's an item a rich lady would have, something expensive. And I, of course, brought in the La Mer. Can you even see that? There we go. This is the baby one. This is a 0.24 ounce, 7 milliliters. It's started at 29.9 grams, and I just, kind of not a spoiler, kind of a spoiler, just got to open it and use it today. I love this stuff. It is extravagant. It is lovely. It is a white cream, so you're not going to really be able to see anything there, but it feels so nice going on. It is luxurious. It is moisturizing. It is all good things. I don't think I can agree with the pricing, but I do like the product. So that's going to be into finish. And then number 36, Revival, an item that cures or fixes something. So I brought in one of the travel size of the Urban Decay All-Nighter sprays. It's just a 1 ounce bottle, 30 milliliter. And I don't know if you can hear that. I have about half a use left. This thing lasted me way longer than I expected. I go through sprays really quickly. I thought, yeah, I'll have it done in a month, maybe a little over. It's 2 months. So I never weighed it, but there's so little left in here. Like I said, I've got, I think, about a half a use left that I'm going to count this as a done item, just finish it off and throw it in the empties. You'll see it at the end of, you'll see it in November's empties, which will be the beginning of December. That's how that works. Okay, that means that I get to bring in some more stuff. Now, I do still have quite a few things in here, even with some of my rollouts. So I'm not going completely nuts because I figure I'm probably on a good track and I do seem to have a lot of projects going. Yeah, I did that to myself. So, what I decided that what we got this time, and I'm going to do these in numerical order as opposed to the order that they came in, is I'm only adding 2 things. I am adding number 2, Salem's Lot, a stranger in your collection. It's a new item. I splurged and used some Ulta points to get myself some stuff. So I got the MAC Christmas highlighter. This is wrapped in gold, extra dimension skin finish. And can you see how pretty that is? With all the little bows on it. It almost looks like apples from this direction, but they're actually in between. It's like ribbons at the bottom of the bows. I don't know. Can you guys figure that out? Sometimes they're a little hard to see. You have to refocus. But it is this very pretty, to me it's a little bit of a pinkish gold. We'll see what we can, yeah, I think you can see that. Well, it's nice and shiny. See if it shows up on my skin. It's very, very light on me. This is not in any way crazy blingy like a lot of my stuff is. And so I don't know how much you're going to see. Well, you can see a little bit. So that is the highlighter, and I am bringing that in for 10 uses. I've never gotten myself one of those before. I don't really usually get the MAC. I don't get much from MAC anymore aside from lipsticks occasionally, and I don't know that I have ever gotten myself anything from the Christmas collection. And I just thought that was really pretty, so we're going to use it. And then I had number 7, which is Cujo. This is an item you used to love but now don't like. Well, I don't totally dislike it, but I don't love it, and so I'm going to try and work it out of my collection. This is the Ordinary's Argireline Solution 10%. Okay, focus. Come on. Focus. Take my word for it. We're about here. I put a line on it. I'm about halfway through this bottle. This one, crap, I can't remember again. Matrixyl and Argireline are for the lines, the fine lines and the dynamic lines, and I don't remember which is which. This is so watery that it's kind of difficult to use. So I'm just going to work this one out of my collection, and I'll stick with Matrixyl most likely. I do use a lot of different serums and different things like that, and I use rose oils and all kinds of fun stuff. I don't know that this is making a huge difference, and I don't know that I need both Matrixyl and Argireline. So we're going to finish this one off, and I'm not going to repurchase it unless for some reason something changes. That's the plan. So Half a bottle left. That's going to be into finish. That is the update. That is everything I have got. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. And until next time, everybody, see ya. Bye.